river of fire. The Mekong runs thick with secrets, stained crimson by a war no one wins, only survives. They say the river remembers. Every name whispered before the last breath, every soul that sank beneath her surface, and in the stillness, when the mist curls low, you can almost hear them. The ones who burned, the ones who ran, and the one who stayed behind. Luna Vang, daughter of a shaman, now just another ghost in this forgotten conflict. They called her rebel, traitor, witch, lies whispered in the dark. But the river knows the truth. It carries her story, not in words but in blood, ash, and fire. Chains, cold iron biting into her skin. The Serpent's Kiss, they call it. A military resupply steamer, they say. But she knows better. It's not a vessel, it's a verdict. A floating cage wrapped in rust, rolling straight into the mouth of memory. I Silas Thou, a soldier haunted by battles he can't forget. They offered him a pardon, a uniform, a chance to bury his ghosts. But some debts aren't paid in ink, some sins don't fade with time, and some men come back not to serve, but to finish something they never escaped. Escort security, that's what they told him. Babysit prisoners, keep the peace on a rusty barge. Simple work for a broken man, but no one said what the Serpent's Kiss really carried. Not just bodies, not just ghosts. Something older, something waiting. The river groans, the engines churn. The barge pulls away from the shore, carrying its cargo of souls into the heart of darkness. No one speaks. Even the jungle holds its breath. These aren't just criminals. They're kingpins, assassins, shadows from forgotten wars, each one a story etched in scars, sealed in silence and carried like a curse. This isn't a prison transport, it's a graveyard in motion. One whispers of old souls, trapped within the Serpent's Kiss. He says the boat hums with their pain, their rage. Luna hears it too, just beneath the groan of steel, just beneath the breath of the river. A sound like memory refusing to die. And then there's him, the man who burned her village, the one face she swore she'd never forget. He's here, locked in steel and shadow. Fate, it seems, has a cruel sense of humour. Chaos erupts, a desperate gamble for freedom. The Serpent's Kiss becomes a battleground, a floating inferno scarring the river's skin. Steel groans, flames dance, and every chain becomes a weapon. Luna and Silas, two souls caught in the crossfire, fight or vanish. No promises, no salvation, just a choice etched in fire and blood. Their eyes meet, a flicker of recognition, brief but sharp, a shared past buried deep beneath the ashes of war. A pact is forged, stop the boat, prevent a massacre, a desperate alliance born not of trust but of necessity, and a spark of something more. Sabotage the navigation corps, trigger a decoy, draw them out. A desperate plan fraught with peril, timed in heartbeats, measured in blood. Escape into the mountain caves, a sanctuary drowned by floods, forgotten by maps, remembered only in whispers, a place where secrets sleep and ghosts wait. But freedom always comes at a price, a heavy cost, paid in blood, silence and tears no one sees. The river remembers them all. Monsoon rains lash the deck, bullets rip through the air. The Serpent's Kiss becomes a floating hell. Screams vanish into thunder. Fire eats through rusted steel. The river, once silent, roars with fury. There's no more room for mercy, no more time for second chances, only fire and the ghosts it leaves behind. And Silas moves like a phantom, a whirlwind of fury and precision. Every strike, a memory, every breath, a vow. He fights to protect her, to hold the line, a shield against the storm raging all around them. A bullet finds its mark. Silas stumbles, blood blooming across his chest like a crimson flower. No words, just a breath, a look, and then he pushes Luna toward the edge. Go, he rasps, burn this ship, end it. He launches her toward the jungle cliffs, a desperate act of love, of faith, of final sacrifice. Behind her, the fire rises. Below, the river waits. The Serpent's Kiss explodes, a blinding flash of fire and fury. Steel screams, flames consume, and the river swallows the wreckage without a sound. The serpent's kiss explodes. A blinding flash of fire and fury, steel screams, flames consume, and the river swallows the wreckage without a sound. Luna becomes a legend, a whisper in the borderlands, a name carried on wind and river. Some say she vanished, some say she still watches, but all remember the woman who burned the barge and walked away from the fire. Silas is remembered as the ghost soldier, a phantom warrior who vanished into the heart of darkness. No grave, no goodbye, only fire and the silence that followed. A woman kneels by the riverbank, her voice a soft prayer carried on the wind. "Silas," she whispers, "I remember."